Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Slay the Princess, the pristine cut. So, I want to have fun with the new game, and I love visual novels. Don't always have the throat for them, but I love visual novels. So I thought, what more fun than to try something new? Preferences, full screen, visible, yada, blinking on, boil effect on, now this is a horror game, so prepare for blood, gore, and a lot more. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, I have that is a ton. Why is there so many options? Oh my goodness. Alright, explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. I considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer monarch feel. Viva la revolution. Silently continue towards the cabin. Viva la revolution! Eat the rich!
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Can I just say real quick, the art, this is all hand-drawn, this is beautiful.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, well, look at my cursor. It changed to actually have the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yes. Let me just kill this person because they're poor. The correct answer.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi! Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? I love the uncertainty in that one.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Yeah.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way, why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. I haven't decided
How
yet.
about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
We can talk while I hold the knife.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm not dropping the
You
knife.
ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. Slay the princess. I don't know why some of these options don't say explore like this. Are you sure she's not
positive.
armed?
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
I'll squint
You
at
stare
her.
at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm sure.
But like,
Goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
from my view, oh god. So my options are either murder. I think it can be reasonable.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I got this.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
She looks so sad. Yeah, it is pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
She hesitated though.
Don't just tell her that.
I think it's a reasonable thing to tell her.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
I don't know, but your eyes changed from looking guilty to very murderous.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
They have not. Do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Valid points.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
How long have you been here?
Too long.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Well, she looks so sad.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
I suppose you could pick a lock with it.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, picking the lock. Alright, just for the
Don't
funnies.
jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Alright.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
We'll keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. At least get to know. I'm gonna examine the chains.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Look into her eyes. I don't see someone who wants to do bad. I see someone who might be a little prickly on the outside, but has a sweet inside.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs, maybe the key's still in. I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh,
Someone
crumbs.
else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
I'm not an inherently violent person. Stop shoving me.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm sorry, but I gotta do what I feel's right in my heart.
Against your better judgment,
Why wouldn't you cut further?
place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
I'm sorry.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Oh my god.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, I don't want to do this.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
I
The
gotta do what I
blade.
think is right.
Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Wait, what?
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Do
Her
good.
face remains
I believe in you.
unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
I'm not just gonna compromise on my morals because you forced that ending. You led to my death. Chapter 2: The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, but I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I died. Oh, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. I've learned.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
I like the skeptic.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Okay, so the narrator doesn't know.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Okay. Did you say something really mean to me? Makes me think that the narrator is my enemy. I do think the princess is my... Oh, let me just real quick, because I'm just looking at myself. I'm gonna slide myself over, or like, if I could, that is. 1 second. Just gonna slide myself over like, it's whatever. I'll deal with that later. Okay. I think the narrator's the bad guy.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, there's a new voice in my head, so that's always a start.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Valid questions.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
She did have a pretty bad wound.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Let's talk
Just
about
be
the
quick
princess.
about it.
The reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement,
Not
and I
specific
told you
at
what
all.
this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Don't undercomplicate things. The reason she was even able to kill me last time was, if people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Why should we be like, you're not, only they are?
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
I have pockets?
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
I'm sorry. Just the evidence. Very poorly written.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Some rules are meant to be broken.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright. Onward we go, I suppose.
A warning. Before you go in, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do...
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Go into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
I thought this was a cabin.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Good to know.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This is true.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
And in they go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Oh.
Does she remember us?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
She looks so cute this way. I don't know why. Like, something about her face looks cuter than last time.
So much for cutting her out of here.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. I'll sit with you.
You step towards the princess, but she
looks
stops you
different.
before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Alright, fair enough.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
I agree. Sit where you were told to sit, or sit else where I was
You
told.
do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you... I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died? The other chain on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like this. Bye. I think I'm going to, and then slay the princess. Can you tell me about that
I
chain?
don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Something tells me I have to trade places with her.
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
Oh?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
So she can only hear me. I can hear everyone. Okay. I'm sitting here thinking real quick. Because the narrator gave me a clue into himself. He thinks of himself as pathetic. He has low self-esteem. He knows something we don't. She can remember loops. We can remember loops. He can't. Seems like when I went into a new loop, I got a new personality. I don't think the princess is evil. My gut tells me I have no genuine reason to believe the narrator. Last time she killed us because we were trying to kill her. I don't blame her for that at all. Not to mention she gave us a very quick death. But her pulling her hand off like that was also very disturbing. I'm gonna trust the princess. I don't think... So, this one strikes me... She looks slightly different. I feel like her face shape is slightly different. But she doesn't strike me as bad.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
I'm gonna inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Sorry, I totally spaced out. I was gonna jokingly go stab the eye, but I forgot that clicking actually moves me forward. Sorry,
What is
about
that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Wait, what's that chain to? Oh, that's to that one, and that's... Okay, never mind.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Become your own jailer.
Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
I should have thought this plan out better, I will admit that.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
I'll eat my own hand
That's
off.
horrible.
Wait, no, it's around my throat.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch?
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both... Did you know this was going to happen?
No.
What should we do now?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Fair point.
Nope.
That's rude.
So we're both stuck here? Okay.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
That doesn't make
But
sense.
your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then...
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
See, trust. Trust is the right choice.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Why is it? Oh, what was that? What was that? What just happened? But you didn't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it left something in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think that is... I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I think there's only one thing to conquer fear.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
This is what we have to do. I'm sorry. We need to look for the princess, and this is all we have. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, that's so cool. Like, you can see like the background moving like the trees. Very subtle. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a... Is this the end of the world? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Destroy your body, attack... Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights. I'm a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
She's being held hostage. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to save the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I'll find a way to kill you? You do that. How many more pieces of you do I have to find? Opens it to slay the princess. If helping you is that what going to make me do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
What a beautiful way to address destruction, might I just say. You're being somatic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Are you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
So Mercy is the way to find her, but I need to do other things to make her complete, but I don't have to do everything. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever? Or okay, I'm ready. Make me forget. I got eternity.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, the game closed itself. I guess I'll just open it up again. Actually, I think this is the perfect place to end chapter 1. We're obviously gonna be doing a whole series of this. I do hope you enjoyed this little snippet to start. If you did, oh, wait, hold
Though
on.
you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Attempt to outweight your destiny. Oh, so every time oh, so it's eternity. It's eternity in here. Something I noticed is look at all these little feathers in the option menu. Well, as I was saying, I think for now this is a great place to end this. More of this will be coming out because so far I'm really liking this game and it seems really easy to edit. But yeah, I'm loving this so far. This is just amazing. I hope you do all enjoy this series. And if you do, we'll be doing weekly uploads again. I'm getting back into the flow of things. I go live on Twitch at least once every week, usually twice. If you do enjoy this, you know, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff to push the algorithms more in my favor. And I will see you all in the next one.